everyone, and welcome back to another video from Style and Beauty by Karen. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you will subscribe to my channel so that you will receive a notification about a new video every Friday, where I will cover topics from style to skincare and give you lots of different tips and knowledge on various topics. So today we're going to talk about closet space. And when you are looking at your closet space and really trying to make the most out of utilizing every inch of it and really making it a high functional space, there are some questions that I take women through. So let me explain. I'm not a professional organizer. I do not help with the structural part of the closet where you would take down your present organization system and perhaps build shelves and present something completely new. I don't do that, but I can help you prepare for that process. I have gone through the process several times, and there's a lot to consider before you even have someone come out to look at your closet. So I want to help my clients get the most of that experience and really evaluate what they have, what they need before someone comes and creates a design for them. So there are some things that I ask. I usually take them through a list of questions, and I'm just going to highlight a few right here. So the first thing I ask is, are you a folder or a hanger? Do you like to fold your denim? Do you like neat stacks of sweaters? Or do you prefer to have most of your clothes hung up? The next question I ask is, do you have a dresser somewhere in your room? Or do you prefer to have drawers in your closet? And drawers or baskets? Would you be okay with some things that weren't necessarily visible, like workout clothes and everyday clothes, in a basket that you could pull down and utilize? Then I want to ask, what absolutely has to be in this closet space? Could you pull out some winter coats, some sentimental items that you are not using on a regular basis? Could those coats go in a hall closet or an extra bedroom? What about shoes? Do you have boots or kind of outerwear, things that maybe could be put in the garage that you really just need when you are exercising or working in the yard or whatever it happens to be? Think about really what are your high priorities and what you need in this closet. And then I really take people through finding what they want. After they know what they want to fold, what they want to hang, we plan things out and we talk about high real estate, what are the most accessible, what you want to have most accessible, and also what is just going to make sense for you to have in this closet and how you are going to really use your space for jewelry or accessories or shoes or whatever that happens to be. I have actually gone through a recent closet design where I have done research with many different companies, and so I can advise you that way. And what you're going to see next is just some highlights of things that I've done that will give you some ideas that maybe you could utilize in your own house. I have used California Closets for a couple times, but I've done all of the research with other companies as well. And you can do things, anything from IKEA to Home Depot to possibly having someone you know build a different space in your closet. There are so many options, and I would love to be able to help you with that. If you are interested after this video in really learning a little bit more about how I could help you, there is always an option. I offer a free 15-minute style consult where we could talk a little bit more. Here is an oversized linen closet, and this is the option, one of the options our builder gave us for the bathroom. So instead of using it just for linens, which we have a few things in here on the shelves, we turned this into another closet space using the components from IKEA. This closet is 3 feet by 5 feet. So we have a double hang space on this side. Got shelves, drawers going all the way down to the floor, another double hang space here, and then I did an over the door hanger to utilize some more space as well. And this is the main closet area, which originally was 6 by 6. It's 6 feet wide, and we expanded it so that it is 8 feet long. So we got a little bit more space, and you will see that we have utilized all of the walls. Originally, before pictures showed the wire racking, which was just on 2 walls, and this wall was left completely blank. So much more space, and many more clothes can fit in here. If you are going to make one simple tweak to your closet, let's say you had one rod going all the way around the walls in your closet and you wanted to make a tweak, I would say the first thing would be to do a double hang space, at least in one area, so that you can get double this hanging space than you currently have. It is still depending on how tall your ceilings are. I have low ceilings, so there's not a lot of space on the top, but between the top rod and the second closet rod, there is some space here, and this is really easy to reach as well. And then I have room for other things I might want to store in between. Never did I think with this size of a closet that I would actually have a room for decor. I didn't plan that at all. And you can just see what a difference it makes with good planning and really working on the design beforehand to come up with something like that. Now, a little bit later, I'm going to show you how to utilize the space in a different way and make it even more functional. I like to always have my shoes divided seasonally. So I want my shoes for each season that I can see and that I'm wearing. And then I have these boxes with a lid, a hinged lid with a little see-through window that go across the top of the closet. I'm utilizing that space, and I can still see what is in there when I'm trying to remember the winter shoes that I have. And this helps me keep those off-season shoes at a glance, but still not taking up prime real estate space here. The shelves on this side of the closet are adjustable, so I just adjusted them so I could put taller bags. Then I had more space for a stacking unit for clutches, and then I put a stacking component from the Container Store that has drawers that pull out for some heels that I don't wear quite as often. I'm going to show you how you could actually purchase more of those and put more in one shelf if you have a lot of shoes. But this works really well for me, and I can see all the shoes that I have here. And then at the very bottom, I have some baskets where I keep flip-flops, slippers, because I don't want to use valuable shelf space, and some more everyday shoes there as well. You may not be interested in hanging your jeans like this, but it actually worked really well for me, and I love it. I saw the idea and decided to implement it and just try it temporarily, and I decided to keep it. These are shower curtain hooks, and you fold your jeans with the label with the snap and the zipper side out, and you just then simply put the 2 loops of the belt loops on each side of the hook, and that's how you hang them. They move very easily on the closet rod, and you can see how many pairs can really fit here. I get a lot of comments on how many jeans I have, but keep in mind, these are our winter colors. These are probably the jeans I'm wearing most of the time, but there's boot cut, there's straight cut, there's some new pairs I've just gotten. Then I have white, there's some skirts here and some other kind of cotton twill pants. So it's one idea, and I'm also going to show you how you could utilize this hanging space for something completely different if you had a similar design. So here is variation number 1 for this space. If you did not want to have your denim hanging, or you don't have as many pairs and you do like to stack, you could easily use this area to stack your denim, fold it, and stack neatly. What I did, one reason I like this option is because I like to see the label and see the pair of jeans, and I know them by label and so forth. But back to stacking. So here would be one way to fold and stack where you can still see the label, especially because they're all white and you may not be able to tell the difference, okay? Here's another way of stacking, which these would be all the straight jeans and straight cut jeans, and you would know which one really just by the wash. And then this would be the boot cut section. And then you could have, especially if it was not, you know, if it was winter, again, just really depends on how many you have and how high you want to stack. You could even adjust the shelf, and so that it came down. If you were taller, you could have another shelf up there as well. Another variation is to put baskets on your shelves. So this is great for if you have, I often see women stack workout clothes, stack everyday clothes, stack t-shirts, and you can utilize these baskets and get so much in these by either rolling or folding, and then it doesn't have to stay perfectly neat. It is definitely something you can put in there. It still looks nice. There's different ones you can get that coordinate, which of course I will link for you since I don't use these for that purpose. Mine don't necessarily, they coordinate, they don't necessarily match. I use the space underneath for those baskets. One is with a lid, and then this one fits there under there nicely. So I can put everyday clothes, things I don't necessarily want to fold or hang, I can put in there, and they are hidden away and nobody sees them. Now, if you have more shoes, here's a variation you can try. As I said, I use the stacking drawers from the Container Store to put heels that I do not need very often. However, if you like the idea and have more shoes, you can also purchase these drawers that are in a different size. They are deeper and they are wider. This is 7 inches across and these are 8 inches wide. So here's where it's really helpful to do this kind of planning before you create your design. As you can see, if we do the math, this is 32 inches wide, this shelf. So, and this is adjusted because these shelves all adjust. I could do 4 shoes high, 4 stacking drawers high with this type of container. This one I would have to adjust to get the third one on top. Okay, now let's say that we wanted to get several stacks going, and because these are 7 inches, I could do 4 stacks across the shelf. With this size, I couldn't. So, but if I made my component 2 inches wider, it would work. So all of that's really important to take into consideration before you make the design or during the process. So, same thing with shoes. You would want a shelf that I carefully measured shoes so that I could get 4 sets of shoes here, 4 pairs of shoes, versus sometimes I've seen in closets where people have enough for like 2.5, like enough space for 2.5 pairs of shoes or 3.5 pairs of shoes, and that is a waste of space, because if you just plan a little bit more carefully, you can probably make the component wider, take some space from somewhere else, so that you would really access that and have more functionality with the amount of shoes you can get on each shelf. So it just makes sense, right? So really important to take all of that into consideration in the planning process. Well, I hope that was helpful and gave you some great ideas. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of tweaking with the space that you already have, and having another set of eyes look at your organization and give some suggestions. A few tools here, a few things there really can make a big difference. If you do think that you need a closet overhaul and a new design, I have done a great deal of research with several different companies, everything from IKEA to California Closets. So if you are interested in receiving some further help, I offer a free 15-minute consult to just kind of give us an idea of where you would like to go. Perhaps you just need to tweak the space you already have and make it more functional, and perhaps you would like a whole new design and would like to start from scratch. Again, it's so important before the designer comes in to really do some planning on your own and to know exactly what you want and where you are going to put what. They will measure, they will give you ideas, but when it comes down to it, you have to be very involved, and I will help you do that. So I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you get a notification in your inbox that there is a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to refer your friends to my channel as well.